Welcome. I'm Greg. We're back at MoDak Dairy. It's April. The sun is shining, and we're getting ready to start planting crops in the fields for our cows. I know all the guys that have cows, beef cows outside. They're all having babies. Where at MoDak, we have babies all the time. Every day we have 6 to 10 babies every day. So we have to be able to be like a doctor and nurses and take care of the animals when they for vaccinating the baby calves and their mothers, and treating them when they have pneumonias and fevers. So right now I'm going to show you how different things that we use to give shots to the cows and different methods that we do. This syringe, we call them syringes. This is a syringe that we use. We put the vaccine on here. We actually take, and this one we give up in the cow's nose. It's a nasal gel, just like some of the vaccines that we get as people can be cows. This is a little syringe, more like what we use for people. This only gives them 2 cc's of different vaccines and different shots. This is when we a little bit more when we start giving for pneumonias and types of antibiotics. This is what the syringe we use, because if you go to give a big 1,500-pound cow something because she has pneumonia, then we have to give this much vaccine antibiotics for the cow. This is a one where we're going to give multiple cow shots. We put a needle on here, and then we can set it for different cc's, different amounts, so that when we give it, it's really easy to do multiple cows with one vaccine. You can fill it, and then we can go give multiple cows a vaccine. This right here is what we use when an animal has pneumonia or has a very high fever, and she has to be treated. Whether there's a milk fever or like a pneumonia, we actually take and put this on a bottle, and we put this on this bottle, and we'll give the cows this much dextrose or some type of to help them along to get better. But this is actually an IV tube that we actually use and put on the cows. Before we start doing a lot of this, whether it be treating a cow for a pneumonia, sickness, or a vaccine or anything, we start with cleaning everything with, this is what when you go to the doctor, they got little wipes or something, or rubber gloves. We use that little rubber gloves and everything too, but this is different types of cleaners, different kind of antibiotics or antiseptics that we use. This would be a chlorhexidine. This is a blue, so we know it's a strong. This is just a normal alcohol like you would use in a doctor's office or anything else. We use that to cleaning things, keep our hands clean, keep the cows clean when we're giving vaccines and different shots for sicknesses. Now we're down working with looking at all the vaccines and the antibiotics we use on the baby calves. You got to realize the baby calf, when it's born, a calf weighs as much as we do when we get to be 10 or 12 years old. They weigh 80 to 100 pounds when the baby is born. So in order to protect them against all kinds of diseases and if the sicknesses, we have a number of things we have to do. Right here are the syringes, we call them, that we actually give shots with to the babies. They have in order to give antibiotics, this is a syringe where it's almost like the human ones where we do it. This is the needles that we use for giving shots in the muscles. This syringe is where we actually take it, we put a bottle on here, and we can give multiples, and we actually put this into their nose as a nasal gel, like we do with some of the vaccines that people get. They put it in your nose so that you're protected against disease. This one is a multi-dose syringe where we can fill it with any one of these things here, and then it measures it, whether it's 2, 5, or 10 cc's. And see, we can give multiple animal shots by just filling it once. These little bottles, when a calf is born, we take and mix. Each one has their own we take and mix the two of them, and this vaccine right here helps them to help them so they don't get diarrhea. When a little calf is born, and it takes bacteria, and it can get sick from diarrhea. This next vaccine's pretty much the same. We take and mix two of the same two bottles like we do here, but this one is for to help them protect them against a pneumonia. Baby calves with the temperature change, they're not like us where we're laying in a warm house or anything else. They have to lay out in the straw in a pen, and they can get pneumonias. And if one of them does get pneumonia, these are some of the antibiotics that we use on them. And we take these syringes and we can give, like humans, give 2 or 3 cc's of antibiotics to this one. This one's actually an antibiotic with an aspirin built into it. So if they have a high fever, which is a high fever on a calf, it's 104, 105, it'll help with the pneumonia, plus it helps bring the fever down. This one is just an antibiotic that we use for if they get diarrhea, pneumonias, or sore legs, anything. If they give this, we check them to make sure that they have a fever, or if they got bacteria, then we check them for to get their fevers and get better from the bacteria. These are, it's just like humans. Once an animal has sickness and their stomach's not working, this is probiotics like we do as humans. We take this and use that to put in a pill we put in their stomach so that it helps so they can get their stomachs back working like we do with humans. This is just the same thing, but this is like in a paste where we can give a paste down in their mouth so that they like the paste better than the pill. It's how you wouldn't like to take and get a pill put down in your mouth where the paste they can kind of suck that down. These are vaccines here that we use for muscle diseases, any kind of respiratory diseases, and multiple things that we can use in that one. This one is help with bacteria or clostridiums in their stomach. So that helps ward them off and helps to keep the good bacteria in their stomach and the bad out. Once if the calf gets sick with diarrhea, it's just like with humans, we have like Pedialyte. There's different electrolytes. This is an electrolyte that we mix for the calves. We mix it with water. It actually is a powder, and it's like a sugar, and it tastes really good. And it even smells good. It smells like coconut. So they really like that. We give that to them. We'll give them 2 quarts of that every time they'll drink that down, so it helps so they don't get dehydrated and then won't eat when they get there's no fluids in their system. As always, when we're doing this is a concentrated disinfectant where we mix with water and we use that for cleansing all where they live. We use it for cleansing all of the equipment that we use, everything we feed with and everything else. We make sure that everything we work with the calves and every animals, it's just like with humans. We have to keep it clean and disinfect it really easy. So using these types of disinfectants, it helps keep everything so they don't get sick from when we're giving shots or if they have a dirty pen or something. Well, we're back. We're done with April showing of all the vaccines and everything from MoDak Dairy. Hopefully the weather stays nice. We can get everything planted so the cows and the calves will have lots of things to eat to come fall. And next month we'll see where we go with another video. So long and have a good day.